my name is Summer, and this is a reading for how is this person looking, or what is this person thinking when they look at your pictures on social media. Very kind of like specific title. I wanted to keep it kind of specific. So one person in particular, although it kind of might apply to multiple people depending, but you'll see what I mean. So I've already filmed the 3 piles. I forgot to do an intro. I finished about like an hour ago. Forgot to do the intro, so I'm here doing it now. I would feel too incomplete posting this without an intro. So a specific person, I would just kind of, maybe you can have a person in your mind about who you're watching it for, but just kind of like keep an open mind about who it could be, and hopefully you'll know who it is once you start watching the pile that you're drawn to. So just go where you're drawn. There might be multiple people here, so you might want to watch multiple piles if you feel drawn to more than one. Feel free to do so. So this particular person, what is it that they're thinking? What's running through their mind when they see pictures of you on social media? So yeah, I'll see you in your pile. Pick out of the 3. Thank you for being here. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and click on all for the notifications if you want to get the notifications, because I'm not sure how many people actually get them. I know YouTube's algorithm is weird. Even me as a viewer, I don't always get like notifications, especially for certain creators, even if I want to watch their videos. So their algorithm is weird, but anyway, you'll do all those things if you want to. But I hope to see you in a future reading. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, I'll see you in your pile. This is your reading for what is this person thinking when they see your pictures on social media. I'm trying to get it right because it's kind of specific, so I wanted it to be like this kind of more specific topic. So what is this person? You could think of a specific person, could be romantic or platonic, someone you know well or someone you don't really know, but it's gonna be for a specific person. Oops. And for a lot of you, like, it definitely could refer to like what multiple people think about you, because a lot of times, like, you know, multiple people are going to pick up on an aura. There's like predominating themes that come to people's mind, multiple people, but I'm intending it to be like one specific person for you. So anyway, I should have just put that on the intro. I usually do the intros at the end, so. Okay, so pile 1. What is this person thinking about when they see your pictures on social media? So, first of all, I feel like this is like a very masculine energy. So I think a lot of you, for the most part, I think a lot of you might be like men or like masculine energies. Or that's kind of just the way this person is seeing you. But there's a very kind of like spiritual and kind of like a quiet strength about you that I think exudes through the pictures of you. Like there's something like authoritative about you, but in a deeper, more spiritual sense, because the Emperor is not here, but the Hierophant is here, and that was the first card that came out. And we also got the Magician. So there's still like a mutability to your energy. You got Storyteller, and the Magician is Mercury ruled, and Storyteller, you're someone that knows how to talk. I think that you're more kind of like introverted just naturally, but you're not shy. You know how to talk to people, and you know how to tell a good story. And so I think maybe, I don't know, it's interesting. It's like your images, your pictures tell a story. Or maybe you like to write witty captions or put information in captions. Maybe you post about like events you go to, or just to like explain what you're doing, or something of interest in your captions. It could be something like that. So this is like any social media, you know, or maybe even if it's like a one-on-one social media where it's like sending a message to this person or something. If you talk to them like that, it's like either you like to give a lot of information when you write, or like you might write like a couple of paragraphs or something in your responses, or it's just that the images you post, kind of, it's like a picture is worth 1,000 words. It could be a situation like that. I feel like you possibly don't post a lot. Like you're not someone that, even though you're a good storyteller, there's still kind of something that's curated about your image. And I feel like this is someone that kind of like dresses in a more polished way, but there's still something, there's just you have so many different energies. I feel like a mutable quality with you, but there's also this cardinal energy too, which is like you're very go-getter type. You have, this is a lot of, I don't know, I want to say action. I was going to say movement, but not really movement, just action. You're someone that knows how to take action. You're someone that, I don't know, like you just have good ideas, and you look like someone that's on the go a lot. And maybe you post about your achievements or pictures having to do with that, or maybe like you explain something that you've accomplished or achieved in your caption, and people see you like as a very the word dignified keeps coming to mind, especially with like the Hierophant, the Magician, and especially the Six of Wands here. This is a victorious energy. Like the images that you post evoke the energy and the aura of someone that's very victorious. You're a winner is what I'm hearing. You might, yeah, I just feel like you know how to dress well, and there's something a little bit kind of like formal about your appearance and your image. It's like you might like to do your makeup nicely, or like wear jewelry if you're a woman, or if you're a man, however men like to accessorize. There's a uniqueness to your appearance though, and the way you dress with Uranus. It's kind of like, it's kind of like unexpected. There's something unexpected about like your appearance, or maybe it could also be like the frequency in which you post. Like you might be someone with the Hermit and Uranus here that doesn't like post very often, so it's like surprising. It's like a pleasant surprise when you post, and I feel like each time you post, there's some sort of glow up to your appearance, or to like an accomplishment or achievement that you've made when you post. There's something that, and in the North though, there's just something about the images and like your appearance in your pictures that denotes someone that is on like a higher path. Like you're achieving things that are meaningful to you. It's not just like checking off boxes and like trying to go up another rung on the same old ladder everybody else is going. No, you have like a very unique purpose, and you lead with that purpose, and that you might have the North Node like in your first house, or maybe like your 10th house or your 11th house, just a house that's very like prominent, or near your midheaven or something, because there's something very purposeful about the things that you post. just in general, but like images and pictures, it's like you have a certain image of like when you and you like to talk about things that you're working on, or things once you've already achieved them is usually when you'll share it. And you don't mind going into depth if someone wants to know more. You may not like give all the information away up front, but you are not someone that shies away from like sharing your achievements and your accomplishments because you're proud of them and you know that they were hard earned. And other people can see that as well with this. This is a dynamic card. This is the Seven of Wands. This is third deacon Leo energy. So you're like someone that has a very like strong and sturdy, there's a sturdiness to your appearance, and there's just like a strength, but it's kind of like a quiet strength. Like you don't have to talk about how strong you are, how much you've been through all the time. It's like maybe you have at some points, but like you're not someone that focuses or lingers on the challenges in life. It's like people may know that you have gone through things or that you continue to go through challenges in life, but there's something about like what you post that just gives off a very strong persona. And these are things people are thinking when they see your pictures. So it's like a lot of people may already know, like maybe you've talked about certain hardships you've gone through or difficult things, and you usually talk about it once you've already kind of gotten through it and learned the lesson from it. And I feel like there's a helpful quality to you sharing your experiences. So when people see images of you, I think that sometimes they're in awe and just in this energy of admiration for you, because seeing you makes them think about the difficult things they know that you've gone through and that you've been able to overcome. So there's this admiration quality here, and people feel like no matter what you go through, like you're always going to come out on top. Like people see you as like the underdog that has reached a level of success for themselves that maybe not everyone saw coming, or maybe everybody couldn't see your vision in the past, but you've been able to overcome a lot of challenges. People think about, when they see you, they think about like how you've had to overcome so much. And there's still this angelic quality to you. There's still something so like innocent and just pure hearted and kind. Like you don't have harsh words for people. In fact, part of sharing your stories and your experiences is to help people. And yeah, house 12 as well here. I want to make sure I don't miss any cards. Spirituality, transcendence, karma, sacrificial service, and healing. House, you talk about house 12 things a lot. Maybe you've gone through a spiritual transformation, a spiritual awakening, dark nights of the soul in the past. And if you're watching tarot videos, it's very likely that you have experienced that at least once in your life. But we go through that multiple times throughout our spiritual journey on this earth. And you're someone that has had to go through many deaths and rebirths and many transformations. And you enjoy sharing your experience and your stories with other people. So that's what people think about, the depth to you when they see your pictures. I think a lot of people know information and stories about you because you're that storyteller, because you like to talk about it. And so when people see you, they know that there's a depth and a substance to you. So I think the first thing people notice is like that more masculine quality I was talking about, this victorious and just strong and sturdy and resilient person that is a go-getter and that takes action and knows how to dress and presents himself in this dignified manner. But then I feel like these people then or this person, whoever's, we're talking about here, they notice that. But they also, maybe, I feel like there's something soulful about you too. Like, I feel like you might have soulful eyes. You might have like a boldness to the way you dress, or just like I said, like something dignified about you, but it's kind of, there's a boldness to it. And maybe even like a unique style of dress. with Uranus here. But they can also sense that depth to you. And for a lot of you, it's going to be your eyes. They can see that soulfulness and just that you've been through a lot, that you've been through something, but you still maintain this angelic quality. We also have, so we have house 12 and house 9, and those are both the houses traditionally like corresponding with Jupiter, the planet Jupiter. House 12 is like Pisces energy, which Jupiter is its ruling planet in traditional astrology, and it's Neptune in modern astrology. And house 9 is like that Sagittarius energy. So Jupiter overlaps like with these houses, and these are also both mutable houses. So I feel like there's an expansiveness. These are wise areas of life too, where we gain wisdom, we bring ideas and thoughts to a higher level and come up with our own philosophies and like moral systems. With the 9th house, we allow our it's a very spiritual house, but in a more masculine sense, and Pisces is very spiritual in that water feminine sense. And with Pisces, we're just tying up all the loose ends and the going through constant deaths and rebirths, like I was saying, and constant transformations, and it's helping us go to the depths and clear out a lot of things. I forgot what I was saying about that originally. I was talking about Jupiter. So you expand, and I feel like you really articulate these things like in a tangible way, and it comes across in your appearance too. But this is very much tied to the way that you communicate verbally or with words too. I forgot to say too, I was kind of intending this not just to be pictures or images, but also videos, which I totally forgot that in my intention here, or like in the way I was kind of translating it. But you might be someone even that posts videos or something on YouTube or like Instagram, or maybe even just, okay, so you might be someone that posts like on social media talking about spiritual things or philosophical things or theories that you have on something, or just sharing some sort of spiritual knowledge. So you could do that, or you could do that on a smaller scale with just like your close friends. Or you might be that person, that friend that kind of sends like 10-minute podcast 10-20-minute podcast style recordings to your friends or something like that. Because hermit level, you may not be someone that likes to share on social media. Some of you will be, but some of you won't be. But it could be on a smaller scale, even with just 1 or 2 people. So yeah, I think that pretty much covers the energy. But people see you initially and like kind of predominantly as someone that's very victorious and lucky. Oh, that was the other Jupiter connection too. There's a big Jupiter connection. You're very expansive. It seems like every time people like see pictures of you or hear you speak or something, it's like you've expanded your awareness even more, and you have these big ideas about things that a lot of people don't even end up ever thinking that way or getting to that level. And you do it with like multiple topics and multiple subjects, especially in a spiritual sense, but you're also someone that's good at a lot of different things in general. So anyway, yeah, I don't want to ramble on about it, but that's your energy. Very victorious, very lovely, and that is what people are thinking about when they see your pictures. Thank you, Pile 1. I hope to see you again soon. Feel free to check out another pile if you'd like, with the intention of a different person maybe. And yeah, thank you. See you later. Hi, Pile 2. This is your reading for what does this person think about when they see your pictures on social media. So this is going to be about a specific person. So for a lot of you, this is going to be like a romantic energy, just from the energy that I'm seeing here. I mean, I guess it could be platonic, but I feel like I'm feeling more of a romantic energy, so you could just kind of take it as it resonates. I feel like this person, what are they thinking about? So when they see your pictures, they really, I feel like they really wish you would give them a chance. I think for a lot of them is romantically, or at least just to converse with them or give them a chance. Like they think about like if I message them or like react, so them thinking this about you when they see your pictures, like, oh, should I react to them, should I message them? And I think they try to like work up the courage to do so. This may have been, I think for a lot of you, it's someone that you've dealt with in the past. It's someone that you know of. And I mean, you may or may not have had any sort of close relationship with them in the past. You may not have, but I think there was an interest here, some sort of mutual interest. For a lot of you, this could be like an ex-partner even. So there's going to be like a range. For a lot of you, I think you did have some sort of romantic past with them, a situationship, even just some sort of flirtation or something that maybe like never took off and gone anywhere. But I feel like this person wishes that you would be receptive, or hopes that you would be receptive to their communication. But they really feel like you have moved on and moved forward. And when they post pictures of you, I feel like you don't. It's like I feel like they can't really tell. They know you've moved on like energetically and you're not like hung up on them. But maybe you don't post if you're dating or not, or you haven't like posted another person like that. But they feel like you have multiple options like romantically, but they also feel like you're in this independent energy with this Queen of Swords. Like you've been able to move forward, rebalance. There's some Cancer energy here. With the Chariot, it's that cardinal water energy. Like you've moved forward emotionally and you've learned and grown from this, whatever experience you might have had with this person, or maybe just like other difficult situations you've been through in your past. But it's led you to be like, have this strong sense of independence and confidence in yourself. So when they see pictures of you, I feel like you're someone that's kind of like bold and outspoken. So maybe in your captions, you're pretty like bold with what you write. I feel like they just see you as someone that has a lot of options, and that maybe you're not feeling satisfied with any of your options so far. And they kind of just feel like they are another unsatisfactory option for you. Like they're just kind of waiting to see what your judgment call is going to be, what you're going to choose, who you're going to choose. I feel like it has a lot to do with who you're going to choose, whether it's going to be them or be someone else on your roster, or what they perceive to be your roster. You might not even be talking to anybody. You may very well be in this Queen of Swords, independent energy. And you could be masculine or feminine, it doesn't matter, but the Queen of Swords is what happened to come up. I was getting more of a masculine energy, I feel like, in pile 1, completely different reading. But a little bit more on the feminine side for this one, but it could be any. So how this is like what runs through their mind when they see your images on social media. I think a lot of them just see you like standing in your power, your independence. I think a lot of them like kind of wonder if they're gonna just kind of like be a disruption to you. And they feel like, yeah, they kind of are just feeling not very hopeful about what the response would be if you were to reach out to them, if they were to reach out to you. That's what I meant to say. So with closure and forgiveness, I feel like a lot of them feel like they have not gotten proper closure with you. And I think a lot of them do want to ask for forgiveness, maybe for poor behavior in the past, because I don't think they feel like they do get like the cold shoulder from you, or you're not like checking for them like that, you're not paying attention to them. But they want to be noticed by you with the Sun, but they feel like you're focused on other people, other situations going on in your life. They feel like if you haven't talked to them in a long time, they feel like you've transformed so much from like when it was that they knew you, like just based on your pictures and like how you look, and maybe like you do different things than before. Maybe you like are more comfortable with posting yourself, like pictures of yourself. Maybe you drop more like selfies, or you post more often or something. But there's definitely something that's transformed about you. There's a strength to you. We have fertility. We have yin. We have yin. And house 4. These are all very feminine energy. I'm getting a lot of Cancer energy. Oh my God, the Chariot. Ton of Cancer energy here. So this person, there's like, so for a lot of you that are like women, they're feeling like you would be like the perfect mother to their children. Or even if you're a masculine, like a man, they also feel like maybe you would be like a good father, a good parent. Sorry, I'm trying to pick up all these cards. That you would be a good parent in general, like to their children, or you'd be a good person to have a family with. Scorpio's on the bottom here too. There's just a lot of this water energy. There's a lot of emotion when they see images of you. It's like they just get reminders and like flashbacks to like how they felt at home with you, and to how comfortable and things were with you, and how comfortable they felt with you, at least. Even if you don't have a lot of history with this person, it's just something they feel like you would be like that. You would be very nurturing and just kind and loving. And if they've experienced that in the past with you, then it's even more amplified. There's just something so nurturing and loving about your appearance, or like what they think about when they see you and see pictures of you. Neptune, there's like a dream-like quality, dream and transcend. It's like over time they've seen you transform into kind of an idealized version of what they want. Like I do feel like a kind of like them putting you on a pedestal potentially. And the negative thing about that is that means that this person is kind of clouded from the reality about us, and they might be over romanticizing the relationship or the bond or just the image of you. There's kind of like a delusion, or like, I don't know. It's hard for me to even explain. That's that Neptune energy. It's like, it's hard to even explain that energy. It's just very watery and very like, they're not seeing a clear image of you. There's something warped about the connection with you in their mind, and it's like they may not realize that. But so I think that they also are thinking about how they want to be seen by you. Like they see you they see you, they check for your pictures, they check for your posts, definitely, but they have this perception that you're not checking for them like that, and you most likely aren't. I feel like you really, the parts that they are seeing accurately is that like you do have other options, but you're not even necessarily focused on any other options. You're focused on yourself and strengthening yourself and like building up your own empire. And you've become more emotionally intelligent since you've dealt with this person, or since you knew this person. Like you have become more emotionally intelligent. I forgot to mention too, there's this energy that a lot of you have become parents, or already were parents when you like met this person, or if you had dealings with them. And so they kind of see you in that mother or father or like parental role. That's something they think about when they see pictures of you. If you have kids, maybe you post with your kids. Maybe you do a lot of things with your kids, and maybe you're very focused on your kids. And if you're single, like maybe you're not really focused on relationships, or maybe you have already moved on to a new relationship. I feel like a lot of you though are single. There isn't really any indication otherwise, but I think a lot of you may be parents. So let's see. Okay, I'm gonna pull some more of these cards. It's only been 11 minutes. So how is this person seeing Pile 2's pictures on social media? It's such a complicated but very specific reading, and I wanted to try to keep it specific. So one person, mostly that one person, and how it is that they in particular are seeing your pictures, images of you on social media. Could be videos too, forgot to mention, but you know, the pictures and just the images that you put out there. Oh my gosh, more transformation. There's that death card, and Scorpio is here. There's such a water quality, so much Cancer and Scorpio especially, but we also have Neptune here, so Pisces. You very well might be a water sign, and you've gone through such a huge transformation since you dealt with this person before, or since they knew you, or from the beginning of when they knew you, depending on your situation. Like, you've transformed so much. A lot of you have had a family, created a family since then. But even if you haven't, you could still very well be, you know, like child-free or don't have children yet, very single and independent. In that case, you may have birthed some other creative project or a business, or furthered your career, or just kind of achieved some other milestones in your life. The Star, like you've definitely you've achieved a lot. You've transformed a lot, and you've achieved a lot, and you've become this star energy. There's something kind of like larger than life about you. They see you as a shining star. When they see pictures of you, it's very much reflected. And that's why they feel like you probably have a lot of options. And that is kind of like what prevents them from trying to reach out, because they feel like they need closure, but they don't really think you necessarily need closure. And like I was saying, they don't really have a full, clear or accurate picture of you. So the Ten of Pentacles, they feel like you're living large these days. They feel like you've already achieved some success for you, or like the goals that you had, you've achieved them. Like if you wanted to start a family, you've been able to start a family. If you wanted to achieve some sort of pinnacle in your career, like you've been able to do that. If you wanted to start a business, you've done that. And they're seeing you, when they see your pictures, they think about how successful you are, and they don't know if they could ever really fit into that equation again. Or for the first, look at this. The Page of Wands, and I love it in this card. He's like signing autographs, and there's like so many hands trying to get autographs from him. They think you have like this big roster or something. Like they really feel like at the Scorpio, there's something kind of like magnetic about, like they feel magnetized to you. I don't know why it looks like more warm now. They feel magnetized to you, so they feel like other people, other romantic suitors especially, must feel the same way too. You may have even achieved some level of like fame or just acclaim, or you're recognized for something. There's just something regal and like almost like celebrity-like about you. Some of you may have actually achieved some sort of like notoriety and success in general in your field, or maybe like on social media itself. That's another thing. Maybe you are a content creator. Some of you might be. I can't believe that's just coming to me right now, but it makes a lot of sense with the Star, the Page of Wands. A lot of you may be some sort of content creator. And maybe you've shared about your transformation here. There's something about that. Maybe you make videos. So yeah, that's your energy. I think unless another card comes out, we might, okay, one came out. Yeah, the Knight of Swords. I feel like that's reinforcing what I was just saying. I feel like a lot of you, maybe you make videos or you talk on social media or you create some sort of content where you're discussing topics, discussing your experiences, showing people or sharing information about how you transformed and how they can transform, something like that. But it's where you're like receiving your flowers in a way, you know, like people are able to recognize you for something that you're doing. And that's what this person, they're definitely impressed when they see you. They think that you're very successful and very satisfied financially and materially, satisfied emotionally, dissatisfied in many different ways since they were last dealing with you. So that's what this person thinks about when they see you. Thank you, pile number 2. I hope that was helpful. You can check out another pile if you'd like for another person. But until next time, see you later. Hi, pile 3. This is your reading for what is this person thinking about when they see pictures of you on social media. There's so much fire energy here. I think that for most of you, this is going to be romantic. There's a lot of like attraction towards you. They're also seeing you like as this fiery person. So maybe you have a lot going on. Maybe you're on the go a lot. But the first card that we got is the moon. So that very first thing I was thinking about is that they don't really know what's going on in your life. They don't know what you're working on. They don't know what your plans are. They don't know. They're kind of like not able to get a clear read on you based off of what you're posting. Maybe you're not posting a lot, or maybe you're not posting a lot of like pictures. So they don't really know who you're hanging out with, or they just don't really know what you're up to. They don't have a clear visual of it. So I feel like you don't post a lot, or when you do, it's not really indicating what it is that you're doing. But this person feels like you're dating. This could be a crush with that Knight of Cups energy. This could be someone that has a crush on you, or someone that you've had romantic dealings with in the past. But I think that they still have a crush on you, and I feel like they would like to come towards you and give you some sort of offer with this Knight of Cups. But it's kind of like pile number 2. I don't feel like they're really seeing you completely clearly. And I feel like they might just, with this Knight of Cups, I feel like there's an energy of they might just kind of, if they do come towards you, they might just kind of be charming, turn the charm on, and maybe just say what they feel like you want to hear. That's coming to me for some reason. So just be aware of that if this person does decide to like communicate with you or something, especially after they see a picture of you, because we got a ton of wands here, a ton of fire. So I think that if you've had romantic dealings or were connected to this person physically in the past, I feel like they think about that, and that might be a motivation for them reaching out to you because there's an attraction, like they feel attracted to you. So just be aware of that. Lots of fire. I feel like they have a lot of conflicting thoughts about you when they see pictures of you, and they don't really always know how to balance them out because they're trying to balance that attraction, but they're also trying to cope with the fact that they don't really know what you're up to. I feel like there's kind of like a jealousy energy here. There's kind of like they just want to know like what you're doing, who you're talking to, like what your options are. They want to know what your plans are. What are your plans for the future? They want to know, are you dating? Are you seeing anybody? Are you planning on dating? Definitely a romantic kind of energy I'm feeling. They just see you. The Wheel of Fortune came up too. So Jupiter energy and Sagittarius. They see you as like larger than life for sure. I feel like they see you as someone that has accomplished a lot, but you have a lot ahead of you. I feel like there's a lot of potential to you. There's a lucky kind of quality to you. When they see pictures of you, they feel like you've come into some luck, or you've been able to tap into a more fortunate place, a lucky place within yourself. They feel like you've kind of found a way to success compared to maybe when they've seen you in the past. Because with this moon here, I feel like maybe this person knew things about you previously. They knew more about you in your life. Maybe you talked to them more or posted more on social media about what you were doing, and more pictures of like you with other people, or just you out and about in town, or you going on trips, things like that, or things you're working on, things you're honing in on, your skills, your accomplishments, things that are important to you. Like maybe I feel like there was a time where they knew more about these things, either because you would tell them directly or because they would see it more on social media, but they don't really have that same access to you. And maybe you don't give a lot of people that access. You're more selective with your energy. So yeah, okay, let's pull some more tarot. So how is this person seeing pile number 3 based on like the pictures that they post on social media or videos too? That's another thing. Ooh, the King of Swords. And you got the King of Wands too, and the Knight of Cups. This is a masculine, more masculine energy, definitely, especially with all that fire too. Just like pile 1 was a more masculine energy as well. What did I just draw? There it is. But you very well could be a woman or a more feminine. It's just, this is the energy that they're thinking about, or that, you know, they're coming towards you with. This could be a lot of their energy, so you could also be dealing with a masculine. 6 of Swords, you got the King of Swords, the 6 of Swords. I feel like you've just become like so much more wise and like knowledgeable intellectually, and you kind of like learned your lesson from things that you've dealt with in the past, and you're ready to leave the past in the past. You're ready to take the lessons you've learned and utilize it for your own highest and greatest good. Use it to further your position and where you are. Use it to help bring in your fortune, and maybe you're working on something, like some of you may have gone back to school, or you're pursuing some sort of education or something like that. I'm definitely getting that energy. You're learning, but it's about you learning and growing in the mind and in your skills. There's several, well, there's a couple of pentacles here, a few pentacles. So they also kind of like notice something about your appearance has changed as well. I think that maybe you put more effort into your appearance, or maybe you're wearing things that at least look more expensive. I think that you could definitely shop on a budget and still look nice and put together, which is kind of like what I try to do, definitely on a budget. But you're just smart. You're like smart with your money and your finances and your resources, and you know how to put on, like, not put on like you're putting on a front, but you just know how to portray yourself in the word dignified is coming up again, just like pile 1. But yeah, and then like in the 6 of Swords, she's like wearing a nice dress, like she looks good, her hair's done. There's something here about your appearance that's more put together and comes across like you're doing well and prospering financially and in a material sense. And they feel like you just look like you know what you're doing and what you're talking about, and you know how to make good decisions for yourself that are going to lead to prosperity and to new opportunities for you. Like, you have a good long-term vision, you have good decision-making skills, you know how to put together a good like 3-year, 5-year plan. But with this fire energy and Sagittarius energy, it's like there's also a flexibility to you too. Like, as you learn and grow and expand your mind, and Jupiter expanding upon the things that you're learning, the more you do that, the more you're able to revise if you need to change direction, if you need to add in new things, if you need to, you're able to do so in a way that comes from a place of wisdom. So therefore, it's more likely to bring more success with it. You've had a lot of experiences in the past that you've had to learn from. Yeah, the world. You're someone, I think also, like, when it comes to what they think when they see your pictures, you might be someone that likes to travel a lot. So when you do post, even if it's not super often, they're even thinking about or wondering, if you don't post a lot about your travels, they're wondering if you do travel still, or if you ever got to start traveling the way you wanted to. But a lot of you very well might post about when you travel, and maybe you don't post a lot, but when you go on trips or you're traveling, that may be when you post, because you got the Six of Swords too, which is also a travel card. Maybe you like to post about travels to places where you go to learn new things. Like, maybe you've gone somewhere abroad and you immersed yourself in the culture and like learned a new language. Maybe you went to a language school or something in another country, which I dream about doing to this day. So, or maybe you've gone somewhere and like hit up all the museums and talk about like the things you've learned or something. You post pictures of yourself. There's something very cultured about the way you look. Like, you're cultured, you're a worldly person. You may be someone that's like multiracial, or maybe you come from a different country from the one you currently live in. So you're from a foreign place to the country that you currently live. And maybe so you have like an accent or something, or maybe you're someone that has traveled a lot in the past and you have talked about those travels or posted about those travels. So there's something about that to hear about what they think about when they see your pictures on social media. The Four of Pentacles. I feel like I said the Lovers flashed up on the bottom too. I feel like you're someone that's very private about your relationships and even your friendships, but especially romantic relationships. And so even if you post about other things and you post about what you're doing, and if you're active on social media, maybe you don't post a lot with like other people, or you don't post any indication that you're seeing somebody. So that leaves them in the dark a lot with the Moon card about what you're doing and what your plans are. Yeah, the Seven of Wands. And in this deck, look at her. She's hiding behind this fan. You can see her eyes, but you can't really, her body language is kind of closed off too. So you're kind of like in a defensive position, but they fully believe that you have other options and that you're being strategic. They feel like when they see pictures of you, they feel like you're being strategic about how you post. Like, maybe if you do post travel pictures or videos or something, you're not really like posting who you're with, or if you're even just going out and about in town, or trying that new restaurant or something, like, or just being seen out and about, maybe you're not really posting who you're with all the time, so it makes them wonder. The Tower. I feel like they keep checking what you post all the time in like kind of course, because they want to know what you're up to and they like looking at your pictures and stuff, but they also are kind of like, there's this fear or worry that one day you're just gonna pop up dating somebody, and they fear and worry like it's gonna be a Tower moment for them. I think it would be a Tower moment for them if that happened, if you did start dating somebody, if you already are and you decide to post about it. It would be a Tower moment to this person. So I mean, they would have to just move on, right? But it would be a Tower moment. Strength. There's some Leo energy here. I feel like there's a regal with the King energies too. There's a regalness to you. You might be a Leo or have Leo placements. There's just something about you. You might have curly hair or something that always makes me think about Leo placements. I'm very Leo-y today myself. I have a Leo moon. I'm wearing like this cheetah print, animal print jacket. I'm very Leo-y. Yeah, there's just, oh, wow. And another Leo card came up when I said that. And I love this card. This is like the Leo-iest of Leo cards in this deck. Because she's just admiring herself. She's dressed up. She's adorned. She knows who she is. She's confident. The Six of Wands gets acclaim, gets attention. Like you're a star. You're like a star. No matter how many followers you have or how selective you are about what you post on social media, you have that star energy. You have that celebrity energy. I love it. There's an independence to you. There's an independent quality where people people in general, and this person knows like you don't need them. You don't need anybody. And that's just the truth. You have this strength and courage and conviction, and you know how to move forward from any situation, and you know how to get what you want, get what you're aiming for. So much fire energy, Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries energy. So much fire here. Like you're a firecracker. The Sun card isn't here, but there's a sunny quality to you too. Very fiery, very Mars-like. It's like you're always going to keep moving forward, and this person fully believes in your ability to get shit done and your capacity to bring your goals and your vision to life. That's what they see. That's what they think about when they see pictures of you, and just when they think about you in general. So beautiful energy. Love this for you, pile 3. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you again in another one. Feel free to watch another pile if you'd like to. And yeah, enjoy your day, night, whatever time it is. See you later.